So what we doing? Offensive Player of the Year award. Who do you think it is, man? There's a lot of good nominees out there. Aaron Rodgers, Matt Ryan, Tom Brady, Zeke. The same guys that's in the MVP race. And that's my whole point. Like, Offensive Player of the Year. How can you vote Matt Ryan as your MVP and then give Aaron Rodgers Offensive Player of the Year? Shouldn't Matt Ryan win both? Like, what you think, Juice?
I think had he not missed 4 games, we probably would be talking about Le'Veon Bell as MVP. But for instance, I could go with David Johnson. Again, to me, the main distinction, for me between those two categories, yes, oftentimes they're one and the same. But you can, as an MVP, your team has to be successful. I think that's the main distinction. Yeah. All right? I think when you talk about the numbers, you make a good point. By and large, Matt Ryan had better numbers than Aaron Rodgers. I think the lasting impression that you got from Aaron Rodgers and the fact that he ended up with more TDs, not only passing, but total TDs, he ended up with 44. He accounted for 44 TDs.
Rushing TDs.
You know what I'm saying? I think that could swing the pendulum towards Aaron Rodgers with respect to that. Gotcha. I personally like MVP. I thought Ryan is an MVP because of the consistency he had throughout the season. Yeah. I almost went Le'Veon Bell because that's a bad boy, but I decided on Aaron Rodgers as my Offensive Player of the Year.
Who I had? I forgot who I had.
I think you got David Johnson.
Okay.
Which is a perfect example. Perfect example of he had an amazing season. 20 TDs, led the NFL in yards from scrimmage. Didn't really play that last game because he got hurt. You know what I mean? Yeah. But he was on a bad football team. So you're not going to make him your MVP.
Gotcha.
But he was the most impressive offensive player throughout the entire season.
That was my mindset. And that's why I asked the question, like, how can you go Aaron Rodgers Offensive Player of the Year and Matt Ryan MVP? You made a good point on it, but in my opinion, it couldn't have been another quarterback winning Offensive Player of the Year if I gave Matt Ryan the MVP.
I understand where you're coming from.
And I went David Johnson Offensive Player of the Year because, this man had 100 yards from scrimmage in every single football game except for that game he got hurt in Week 17. Mm-hmm. He had 20 total TDs. Like, he was just an offensive dynamo in Arizona, and he was the entire offense over there, and he was just a beast. So that's why I went David Johnson.
Let me go back to the quarterback MVP Offensive Player of the Year dichotomy, and the reason why I say that is because you can look at it a little bit differently. You can say, because again, had Derek Carr not got hurt, you probably would have had better numbers. I mean, he would be in that MVP conversation. Yeah. Who is more valuable to their team? Okay, you know what I mean. If you look at the supporting cast, it is tough. It's not an easy discussion. Yeah. But if you look at the supporting cast and the fact that Green Bay really didn't have a running game, you can make an argument despite an Offensive Player of the Year. You know what I mean? So it's tomato, if you ask me.
If you take Aaron Rodgers off of Green Bay Packers, what happens to them this year? If you take Matt Ryan off of the Falcons,
same thing to me.
I think with a capable quarterback, I don't know if they make the playoffs or go on that run, but they're in a fight. If you take Aaron Rodgers off of Green Bay and put a capable quarterback in there, he's going to get killed.
Yeah. And I think the main reason for that is I think it's the offensive philosophy, the scheme.
Style. Yeah.
They put more on Aaron Rodgers. Matt Ryan is just, I got him. It's just the scheme of it. So I get that point. Who you got for Offensive Player of the Year?
I went with Matt Ryan, and I ain't gonna spew all them stats like Helly did. Just go back to his, the MVP, because that's who he chose, Matt Ryan. He gonna tell you about all the stats. I'm just gonna it's a stat award. You know what I mean? David Johnson. I'm gonna go Matt Ryan. That's it. He balled out, man. 300-yard, receiver. In one game, Carolina, Julio Jones. But yeah, you know what I mean.
That's one game, man. He balled the whole year.
Nah, he balled the whole year. I'll give him that, man. But nobody else did that this year. But yeah, man. Matt Ryan's my guy, man. My offensive, player of the year. Yeah.
Okay.
Who you got, guys, man? Let us know, man. Tell us about what you think about the distinction in both those awards and
what separates them. Yeah, we want to know. Let us know.